cutting across to the first images coming in of Prime Minister Modi at the AI Impact Summit in the Bharat Mandapam in the national capital. Those pictures on your screens there of the Prime Minister entering and interacting with all of those who are present in the summit there, of all the stalls that are there. This is the Prime Minister making his way through and also, in a sense, getting a trial of what several of these entrepreneurs have to offer. Now, Prime Minister Modi has repeatedly highlighted what really the AI revolution means for India and how he wants India to be an engine of sorts for this change, which is why he's also putting the focus on this AI Impact Summit. You can see some of the trials taking place before the Prime Minister, demonstrations of what they've actually pulled off using the help of artificial intelligence. This is an event that Prime Minister Modi's put great focus on, which is why you've also seen world leaders being brought together, the biggest tech leaders from across the world, all coming together, assembling on this one platform at the World AI Impact Summit in Bharat Mandapam of the national capital. And as we continue to get you these images of the Prime Minister moving from stall to stall, for each of these entrepreneurs who are present, this is a huge moment. They're not just getting a chance to pitch to the government what they're doing, but they're also pitching to the world, essentially. Because like I said, with the biggest tech leaders coming together at this event, it opens up a whole avenue of opportunities, of possibilities for these young entrepreneurs, and for so many of these groups who are trying to innovate using the help of artificial intelligence. With the AI Impact Summit kicking off today, it's going to be, in fact, open over the next few days, and you're going to be seeing dignitaries streaming in one after another, particularly on the 18th, which is Wednesday, which is when you'll see the likes of the French president, the Brazilian president. You'll also have the likes of Bill Gates and several others visiting the Bharat Mandapam for this particular summit. But these are images on your screens from just moments ago of the Prime Minister moving from one pavilion to another in Bharat Mandapam, getting a sense of the kind of innovation that Indians have managed to achieve using artificial intelligence. So you see very clearly on most of these stalls, the messaging is about solutions, which is what the Prime Minister has also put the focus on. In fact, just about yesterday when he did an interaction with the Press Trust of India, Prime Minister Modi also spoke about reforms and about artificial intelligence playing such a big role in that, in the growth of this country and in ensuring that adequate reforms are brought in. In fact, in a very candid moment in that particular interview, he also says that while we've achieved so much, I'm never someone who's ever fully satisfied. And that's why you're seeing, again, a push there by the Prime Minister to get as many people on board on one stage, one platform, to get opportunities to India. India, of course, with its massive resources, can also step up and ensure that as far as the AI revolution goes, we lead from the front. And so while you've seen a whole lot of talk, dialogue really about whether India is really right up there in the AI revolution, we're taking steps in that effort. Opportunities, yes, but there is also a need, which will happen over the next few days, on the challenges that we've been seeing in bringing in and kind of molding AI into our daily lives. There is, of course, that big question about what that means when you bring in artificial intelligence. Does that mean challenges in also bringing and affecting human resources, human capital? That's one of those issues that will be addressed. But you see the Prime Minister right now speaking to Sunil Bharti Mittal also, and there in the Airtel stall, which is why you see some of these big business honchos also present. And this is interesting to say the least. You know, you see young entrepreneurs, you see the likes of some of the biggest business honchos all together on one stage, in one area, all getting the same opportunity, the same platform of meeting the Prime Minister, pitching their ideas, showing what they've been able to do. Another AI platform, of course, is Sarvam AI, and you see the Prime Minister there at that particular stall. Because, you know, while you hear of artificial intelligence, and every one of us uses it one way or another in our lives, largely almost in the format of open AI, I'm referring to ChatGPT, of course, or on your WhatsApp. There's so much more that artificial intelligence can bring to the table, which is something that's unexplored in India as well. We're seeing companies making that effort. We're seeing companies also stepping into this arena, trying to do their bit, revolutionize how India works. And for the government to step into that, for the government to play a role in that is also crucial. As you can see there on your screens, the Prime Minister continuing to meet with all of the leaders in artificial intelligence. It's no longer the future, it's the present. And that's what the government is constantly stressing on as well with these kind of initiatives. They've gone all out to ensure that this event is a success, that it sees some of the biggest voices from across the world coming together. And the messaging here is very important. It's about not just us housing or being in fact the base of this kind of an event, but also ensuring that from there we take off and ensure these ideas take off to kick off a revolution of sorts in India, where artificial intelligence is the base, where artificial intelligence becomes how India functions also in a way seamlessly. Aishwarya Paliwal is joining us with more details on this. Aishwarya, images on our screens of Prime Minister Modi interacting with so many entrepreneurs, so many business honchos, which is great to see because, this is one platform that gives so many opportunities to these groups.
Well, Akshita, this is something that the government had been planning for at least the past 1 year. The last AI summit took place in Paris in 2025, and that is when Prime Minister Modi had made up his mind that this is something that we will see being done in India. Also, let me tell you, from the 16th, that is today, till the 20th, we will see, growth opportunities coming in. The government is very, very clear that it is India which now is ready to make sure that it takes on the world when we speak about AI. And the way in which the world needs to come together, that is also something that the government has been focusing on over the past few years. The government believes that this is the right time for India to tell the world where it stands. And let me tell you, one of the things that we will see happening on the 19th is when the French president also will be speaking with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Both of them will be here in the pavilion. Both of them will be speaking about AI and AI in health. Akshita, let me tell you, that is something that now has been the focus point of the government. Akshita, we will see the French president also visiting AIIMS, and we will see both of them speaking about how collaboration can happen between both the countries with regards to AI in healthcare, and the largest pavilion here also is with regards to that, because that is something that we will see both of them speaking about. What does India do in terms of healthcare, and how will we infuse healthcare along with AI? That is also something that will be the focus coming together. We will see the Prime Minister also speaking in just a couple of minutes. From now, Prime Minister Modi will be focusing on how India has actually arrived. The focus
has actually arrived. The focus at the moment is to make sure that the world understands the importance of AI and also the safeguarding of AI. That is something that the world very clearly needs to look at. Akshita.
To also focus on, Aishwarya, what makes this event so huge? This isn't something we've ever seen in India, but even globally, this is a massive headline-grabbing event simply because of the kind of dignitaries lined up by the government for the event. I'm talking about world leaders. You mentioned Emmanuel Macron, the Brazilian president, Lula da Silva will be, will be there. You'll have the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. You have Pedro Sanchez, the Spanish president, also in attendance. So many global dignitaries combined with tech leaders, which is what makes this event so unique. And I'd actually say, Aishwarya, that this isn't one of a kind for India. It's actually one of a kind in the world.
Well, definitely, the government has been focusing on, not just now, but over the past many years, the government's focus has been AI. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, even when he's been speaking with certain ministers, has been focusing on the importance of AI. The government believes that data is the new gold, and very often, Akshata, this is something that we have even seen, how it is technology which is now helping the nations. The government also, time and again, has been focusing on and has been saying that we now need to make that leap. We now need to to move from being a developing nation to being a developed nation. One of the core things that we will see happening is the AI and the technology. On the back of technology, we need to do that, and how we can infuse technology not just in one sphere but in different spheres. You know, Akshita, I was just walking around, and one of the things that we have seen over the past few days is the fact that healthcare is something that we have seen AI look very strongly at. In fact, let me tell you, there are robotics also here in a lot of places where we can see the surgeries happening with the use of AI. So that is something that the government is very keenly looking at, and how
you've
the
been
world can
inside
actually
Bharat Mandapam, you've seen the kind of setup there. But tell me something, of all the stalls that you've seen, which is the one that impressed you the most? What's the most unique or interesting innovation using AI that you saw?
Well, the operation, Akshita, let me tell you, that was being done using AI, because the precision is stunning. It just blows your mind the way in which, we all saw how there was an operation theatre and the precision with which the surgery was being done. This is something that the government has been focusing on. And you must have seen, Akshita, how over the past many budgets, the government has in fact been increasing the spending on AI and on technology. So that is something that the government's focus point is. And this is an event that Prime Minister Modi, in fact, let me tell you, his entire team, all of them were very keenly looking at over the past 1 year, because the last AI summit that happened in Paris in 2025, that actually was a huge success. The world came together, and we have seen these kind of summits happening earlier also. One of them happened in Abu Dhabi, and the idea is to make sure that the world understands what's exactly happening. Exchange of technologies, Akshita, let me tell you, that is also something that is very clearly been the agenda and the focus of the government. We will see a lot of MOUs also being signed, and the top leadership with regards to AI also now is in India. The idea is very, very clear. We all need to march together, and we all need to make sure that there are safeguards that are being put in place. And that is something from what I understand Prime Minister Modi will also be touching upon. He will be touching upon the fact that we all need to make those strides with regards to technology, but we also need to safeguard data. That is something that has been the core focus of the government over the past many days.
There's always been a whole lot of talk in India, and it's been a healthy discourse, of course, about whether India has actually done enough. At a time of AI revolution, was India kind of lagging behind, while other countries leading from the front with startups that focused more on artificial intelligence? We're there now. The AI revolution that everyone's been talking about, India is there. We're catching up, yes, but we're doing it at an extremely fast pace, and the government's role in that is extremely crucial as well, in providing that necessary support, which is what Aishwarya's an event like this does. When you put up these stalls in a Bharat Mandapam, you get a chance to present to the Prime Minister. That's the world's eyes on you. That opens up literally a world of opportunities for so many of these companies, and that's what stands out for me. You see these massive companies with the likes of Sunil Bharti Mittal speaking to the Prime Minister, and then you have these smaller startups also getting a chance to pitch to the Prime Minister, and that's such a unique platform, for so many of these companies that would have perhaps felt completely ignored right up until now, and now they know the government is listening, that the world is listening.
Well, definitely, the other thing that we will see after the end of this summit is the fact that a lot of startups, and that's something that the government has been focusing on. The government actually understands that there are many, many startups, especially with regards to AI. They will also get a push. The government, in fact, Akshita, has been pushing the private sector, has been pushing the smaller players to make sure that they have a competitive edge. And how do you understand what's happening in the world when these kind of pavilions are set up in India? So that exchange of technology obviously is now taking place, but Indian startups are also understanding what's happening, not just in India, not just in Asia, but across the world. What's happening globally? So the players in India will understand that, and that in fact will help them in making sure that their products are at par. In tandem, we will also see the top heads, the top CEOs, all of them speaking about the fact that safeguarding of data, that is also something that needs to be done. See, we all understand that when we speak about India, the government has been very, very clear. The use of AI pictures, the use of data, and also the misuse, rather, that we have seen happening over the past few days. Akshita, if you remember, a lot of women MPs, in fact, have been raising this issue. They have been speaking about the fact that Grok and AI, all of them are now being used, and some videos and pictures have started doing rounds. So that is also something that the government now needs to focus on. What can be done, not just in India, but globally, that will be the focus point when we will see the interactions of the top leadership take place.
No, you're right. Regulation challenges, all of that will also come up in the conversations, hopefully, that we see span over the next few days at the AI Impact Summit. But, the Prime Minister, while speaking about AI, which I say doesn't just stand for artificial intelligence, it's linked so closely to India's growth that you could say AI stands for Atmanirbhar India, that you could say AI stands for accelerating India, right? So you get that connect where essentially even intrinsic to the India story is the right use of artificial intelligence. Many countries have done it. They've seamlessly ensured that AI is kind of plugged into their systems. For India, to some extent, it's happened, but a lot more can be done. And with such a large population, AI can do wonders and transformation in innovation, in ease of living, ensuring better standards of living, so much that AI can actually contribute to. And yes, when you talk of challenges, there is that one challenge that everyone's questioning about whether it takes away, opportunities from youngsters, from the youth. Contradict that with what the Prime Minister said, Aishwarya, which is that he said that, artificial intelligence is something that creates opportunities for youngsters. So the government and the Prime Minister making it very clear that rather than looking at it as something that steals your jobs, that could be a threat to you, embrace it.
Well, embracing is something that Prime Minister Modi and the top leadership of the BJP, they have been focusing on. They believe at the moment what we all need to do is to make sure that we look at opportunities, but opportunities that do not harm the citizens, opportunities that do not lead to those kind of morphed videos and pictures that we have seen. A lot of them, in fact, a lot of them doing rounds. So, and this is something which not just the Indian government at the moment, Akshita, is looking at, but we are seeing how the governments worldwide are also now grappling with this issue. They are also looking at making sure that there are some kind of barricades that have been put, some kind of global rules that are now being brought into force. And that's the reason why the CEOs of the top tech companies, they are the ones who then come into the picture. The government now will be speaking with them, and this is something that the world largely is looking at, a global framework of sorts. And India, let me tell you, is leading on this point. Prime Minister Modi, time and again, not just in India, but at various other places, has spoken about the fact that yes, technology is our friend, but we also need to very closely look at what's happening and the kind of harmful impact that it has. Let me also tell you, Akshita, something that the government at the moment is looking at. You would have seen how young children, 10 years, 12 years old, all of them have phones in their hands, a need to make sure that they are safe, their data is protected, their pictures are safe. That is also something that will be the focus point in the Global AI Summit that we are seeing taking place here in the national capital. Akshita.
And as Aishwarya gets us those updates, I'll go across to your namesake, Aishwarya Patil of Business Today, who's joining us on this broadcast. She's joining us live from the Bharat Mandapam, which is where the AI Impact Summit has kicked off. Aishwarya, I started off by asking Aishwarya Paliwal about what her experience was like inside Bharat Mandapam, which was the stall that excited her the most, what was the most innovation she saw. So I'd love to know from you, Aishwarya, what did you think?
Right. As far as today was the first day, of course, and Prime Minister Modi was set to arrive at 5 p.m. So as you can see, the visuals, he's already going through some of the exhibits there. All the big tech companies, including Google, Microsoft, Meta, all of them have set up their exhibits, but they will be open to the public only after tomorrow because it's only been inaugurated by the Prime Minister this evening. As Minister Ashwini Vaishnav in the past had said, the AI ecosystem in India will attract more than $70 billion so as to develop our compute and all sorts of indigenous AI technology. So far, that's been the update. We saw this morning the bigwigs of the tech giants. Of course, Google Sundar Pichai will be attending. He's also holding. Google is also holding a summit on the 18th day after. So we'll be getting you all the updates from there. And we saw
Okay.
some of the ministers
Okay,
also
apologies.
receive.
I don't think Aishwarya can hear me, but we're going to continue getting you some of those reports from Bharat Mandapam and outside. Huge security ring, of course, as the Prime Minister has reached there, the Bharat Mandapam. He's going to be speaking anytime now at the AI Impact Summit. This is as big as it gets. You know, everyone's been talking about AI revolution. It's here. It's here in India, and the government doing everything they can to bring the focus to India as well, with global leaders, tech leaders, all coming together on this one platform, this one stage. Like I said, it's as big as it gets.